This video is sponsored by EA Game Changers. If you have not been partaking in Apex Legends for the last few days, weeks, or months, now is as great of a time as any to get back into things. There's a brand new town takeover featuring Crypto, with his town takeover featuring a large satellite dish, allowing you to scan the entirety of Kings Canyon, along with much more in the ways of a limited time mode and collection event available now until next Tuesday. In this area of the map, right next to Repulsor, you are able to land on this very large, 3-story tall, indoors and outdoors combined facility with a giant green-tinted satellite dish. If you fight your way inside and activate the satellite, you get to scan the entire map, revealing the positions of every enemy squad, actually every enemy player on the entire map. Now, it's not going to follow them. It's just a single ping where it shows you both on its holographic display in the satellite room as well as on your map itself. If you open up your full-size map, it'll show you the exact locations of every player left in the server. It will also tell you where the next ring is going to be, much like if you were Pathfinder scanning one of the survey beacons. This is, in my opinion, one of the better drops on Kings Canyon. I think it's got pretty good quality loot. Even if you may not find a whole lot of purple armors here all that often, there's just so much stuff here that you're going to be very, very well kitted, and you have an ultimate charger right next to you, as well as a balloon, as well as a very short rotation up and into Repulsor should you choose to rotate that way. Now, because this is such a wide open place with lots of loot in it, you can expect 2 or 3 teams here very, very often, and even if there's not that many teams here, you can fully expect another team to come sliding right down that hill from Repulsor and rotating into you very, very quickly. So be on the lookout for that as well. But if you have control of the map room, you'll be able to know right away if there is an enemy team nearby and whether or not you need a position around them pushing you or not. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that when you do activate the satellite ping, every player that is inside of the actual building itself will be pinged as well for enemy players that are nearby. So it's almost like they got a Bloodhound scan where they can actually see you and wall hack you for a good few seconds before you disappear. So activating the satellite may actually be a detriment in that way if you know enemies are nearby. Additionally, everyone on the map will be notified when they are scanned by the satellite, so if you get to know the location of the whole server, the server also gets to know your location as well. There's a whole lot of push and pull with this site, but overall, I do think it is a really good addition to the game. I hope this is something that stays pretty much permanently on Kings Canyon. I think this is one of the cooler town takeovers that we've ever seen in the game. It may not be my favorite or the most fun town takeover, like maybe the Octane one, for example, where you can bounce around and it's just a fun place, or the Mirage one where you have the music playing, and again, it's just kind of a fun place, although both are usually pretty hot drops. This is going to be another one of those where, again, it's a pretty hot drop, and you're going to generally get pretty good loot, but it's a little bit less on the fun spectrum and a little bit more on the mechanics and like game-altering spectrum, and I think that this is going to be one of the most important town takeovers pretty much in the entirety of Apex Legends thus far. One really scary thing, too, to keep aware of is that if you are going to drop market or be near market, you need to be looking out for enemy teams that are rotating to you all the way from this location in public lobbies, simply because you can go onto this balloon right here that you're watching in the video now, right outside of the satellite, and then you can go right past the watchtower to the next balloon, and that will take you right to the back entrance of market, so be on the lookout for that. In addition, one of the new bunkers that has mysteriously appeared on Kings Canyon is now open and available for you to explore. Inside, you'll find a guaranteed Golden Prowler SMG, so that means all attachments are already pre-built into the Prowler. All you gotta do is find some ammo, and you've got one of the best guns in the game. In addition, down here, there is a bit of other loot, and if you watch the video closely, you will see there is a little vent in here as well, where if you were to play Crypto, you can drive your Crypto drone right through that vent hole, and you'll find a little bit of a surprise on the other side. I'll leave the surprise up to you to find yourself. One tip though, make sure you go back and watch the Crypto reveal trailer where they were showing some of his lore and kind of his backstory, because that will definitely help you in understanding what you are seeing and hearing when you make it through that little vent with your drone. So be on the lookout for that. And finally, for those of you who firmly believe that skins equal wins, we are currently in the last few days of the Lost Treasures collection event. Take a look at the screen here to see a selection of all of these skins available for purchase in the game, should you so choose. If you purchase all of them, which will cost you over $100 USD, fair warning, if you decide to go ahead and purchase all of them, you'll also receive the Mirage Heirloom, which is a golden statue of basically a caricature of Mirage with the biggest smile you've ever seen, and he beats people to death with it. It makes silly sounds and noises and plays silly voice lines, and if you're a Mirage player, this will fit right in with his theme and his character, and you are sure to love it. Anyways, everyone, that'll just about do it for today's update. Make sure you check out all the Apex stuff listed here before it goes away. Thank you to EA once again for sponsoring this video, and we will see you for more Apex content sometime very soon. Take care.